Hello and welcome. Today I'm sharing with you a recipe for pecan sticky buns. These buns come out looking amazing and they taste absolutely delicious. To make this recipe, you will need milk, warm milk, 1 egg, and a quarter cup of sugar. I have all the ingredients in the description box. You will need instant rice yeast. Combine those ingredients and whisk them until they are the mixture is frothy. And then you're going to add all-purpose flour. Start with 1 cup. We are using 2 cups total, but add the first cup and then the salt, about a quarter teaspoon of salt. And then you're going to mix those just to form a thick batter, to which we will add the second cup of flour. Of course, you could go ahead and add all flour at once. It doesn't really matter, but this is how I like to do it. So add the second cup of flour, form your dough, and you could use hands right away. You don't have to use a spatula. As soon as your dough is formed, go ahead and transfer it to a surface where you'll be doing the rest of the kneading. So on a clean white surface, place your dough, and then you're going to add some butter, about 3 tablespoons of soft and unsalted butter. Add that, and then you will start kneading. Again, the procedure would be different if you're using a mixer, but I'm showing these steps here for someone who would need to do this with hands. So go ahead and knead your dough for about 10 minutes. It's going to go from very sticky to bouncy and smooth, and that's what you're going for. So when your dough is formed like so, it's smooth and it's bouncy, like I said, go ahead and shape it into a neat ball and then place it somewhere large enough to allow it to rise. You just let it rise until it's double in size. Even if it takes 6 hours, it's not a problem. And now we are going to prepare the cinnamon roll spread, the cinnamon spread on the inside. You're going to need brown sugar, butter, and cinnamon. I like to add salt here, but it's not a must. You can skip the salt. But this butter should be very soft, but not melted, because it's going to be too messy. So go ahead and combine those, mix those ingredients until they are nicely mixed and you're ready with your cinnamon spread. Now the dough has risen enough. This was around 6 hours later for me, because it's getting, we are heading towards winter, it's cold. So I just let the dough rise for a long time. You do not need a rolling pin here. You could spread the dough out with your hands. The goal here is to keep it a little bit like rectangular, even if it's not a neat rectangle, but you want some sort of rectangle because you're going to be rolling this back, and you need nice shapes of your cinnamon rolls. Go ahead and add your cinnamon spread onto the dough and spread it gently and nicely without tearing the dough. Also, you do not have to use the entire mixture. Just as long as you have the surface covered nicely, you're good to go. You can set aside the remaining mixture. The more mixture you use here, the more it will, seep out when the cinnamon rolls bake and kind of make them extremely dark. When it's ready, and you can see that I've left the edges a little bit uncovered to just keep the whole thing neat in the end, go ahead and roll up the dough, and you want to keep the roll tight. If you roll a loose roll, it's going to be very shaky when you're transferring it, and your cinnamon rolls might not come out looking good. So just make sure this roll is tight. But don't stretch it any further. Just try to keep it as much as it, the same thickness that you are working with. Now here I'm using the measurements on my rollings, on my mat, to just mark the, spots where I will cut. So I'm making 2 inches of divisions here. And now I will be using a floss, a dental floss that is not, it's not flavored in any way or waxed. It's just a plain dental floss. You could also use any string that is very thin. You just need a thin string to cut your dough. Cut it very gently, and as you can see, it helps you come up with very nice, neat cuts. And it maintains the circular shape of the cinnamon rolls. If I was to use that dough scraper to cut this, it would squish them into oval, not so good looking shapes. So this string maintains the circular shape. Go ahead and cut one at a time and set it aside. And you can see that I'm handling them very gently. I do not want to mess with their shapes, because at this point there's very little you can do to fix a shape if it goes bad. So just set them somewhere, and we will be moving on to the next step. So once you've cut all your cinnamon rolls like so, just set them aside. And now let's make the drizzle that makes these cinnamon rolls look so good, the pecan drizzle. We're going to need butter, and then more brown sugar, and then some heavy whipping cream, and a little bit of salt again. You can skip the salt if you do not want it, and then some vanilla extract. Go ahead and mix these ingredients on medium-low heat until they begin to bubble. The goal here is to melt the sugar, but also to create a nice drizzle that is, nicely mixed and thick, and just, it has a combination of flavors. As soon as it comes to bubble, stir it one more time, and then you're going to set it aside and let it cool. You have to cook this on low heat so that it bubbles gently like that without burning. So yeah, let it cool for some time, and now pour it onto your baking tray where you'll be making the buns. So just pour the whole thing there. Ensure that it's cool, because you do not want to use it when it's hot. And then spread it out evenly onto the bottom of your baking tray. And now you're going to drop in some pecans. You can use halved pecans, or you can use the crushed up small bits. Either way is fine, but I love these ones. So after you spread them out nicely, go ahead and place the cinnamon rolls on top. Distribute them nicely. I do not like to crowd my cinnamon rolls, because I feel like it messes up with their fluffiness. So you're going to cover this and let them rest for 20 to 30 minutes. Nothing will most likely happen, like they won't appear like they've, risen again. That's okay. But as you bake them, they are going to expand and get fluffy. So go ahead and bake your cinnamon rolls, and within at around 25 minutes, they'll be ready, and take them off the oven. And as you can see, they are still bubbling on the bottom. So you want to flip them over when they are still hot like that, before the sugar cools down. So flip them on a wide platter, and then they are basically ready to serve. But of course, you want to let them cool down a little bit before you serve them. Guys, these cinnamon rolls are amazing. You can see from the look, of course, they are sweet because we've used quite some sugar, but they have such a good combination of flavors, and they're perfect. You can freeze this, just wrap them up in plastic wrap and freeze them, and you can eat them much later. It works perfectly. And yeah, this is it for this recipe, and I really hope you love it. See you in another video. Bye bye.